You're watching Fox 10 News with Linda Williams and Mark Martinez in HD.
Only on Fox, the Hells Angels motorcycle gang. We don't hear about them until there are problems, usually involving shots fired, which is exactly what happened last weekend north of the valley. These 5 men remain behind bars for last weekend's shootout in Chino Valley. 27 people were arrested initially following what law enforcement says was a confrontation between biker gangs. Tonight, we head back to discover more on the showdown in Chino Valley. A beautiful, peaceful town northwest of the valley. Chino Valley is a sleepy bedroom community. But last weekend, it woke up with a bang.
I heard pop, 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 pop.
Charlie Hall describing what would turn his street in Chino Valley into this in a matter of moments. A sea of law enforcement making arrests. 27 in all. 4 people shot in what some characterize as a shootout between 2 motorcycle gangs. The Hells Angels, who reportedly have a club at this house, and the Vagos motorcycle gang, who were visiting this house on the same street. Reaction from some of the retirees living along this street?
We've always known it was Hells Angels, but we have not seen them. You don't see bikers.
Rochelle lives here part-time with her husband. She says rumor is many residents even liked the presence of the biker club.
People were very happy that they were there because then people just never bothered the neighborhood, you know.
A lot of the people in the bedroom communities prefer them in those communities because they actually think they're deterring further crimes.
Author Carrie Drobin knows the Hells Angels and their habits. She's not surprised to find them in this northern Arizona community.
They are very organized in their club exploits. And so they like to congregate in these bedroom communities. They had a clubhouse in Cave Creek for a long time. They had a clubhouse in Chino Valley because they can fly under the radar and people leave them alone.
Why did things flash out of control on this Saturday night? Law enforcement not giving many details about the shootout that left 4 people wounded and 50 shell casings along this quiet neighborhood street.
It was right in front of our house is where they first started. He dropped his motorcycle and started shooting right here in front of our house.
Farther up the street, Charlie Hall says he spoke to a member of the Vagos Motorcycle Club that was visiting this house. Charlie says he was told that when more than a dozen members of the Vagos Club cleared this hill on their motorcycles Saturday afternoon, there were members of the Hells Angels armed and waiting for them in a pickup truck. They opened fire.
Yeah, it was an ambush. They ambushed them.
Valley attorney and author Carrie Drobin knows the motorcycle gang culture well. The author of this book, Running with the Devil, she wrote of the ATF's infiltration of the Hells Angels several years ago. She says the Hells Angels are a crime syndicate that is highly organized and highly profitable due to activity in the meth trade. They are also highly territorial.
The Hells Angels, they formulate a chapter in a particular area. They have a clubhouse in that particular area. No other rival member can situate another clubhouse within a certain mile radius of that clubhouse. If they try to do that, they're going to find themselves engaged in a turf war.
We don't know what sparked the weekend shooting in Chino Valley. Several members of the Vagos motorcycle group were said to just be visiting this house up the street from the Hells Angels clubhouse.
So when they come into Hells Angel territory and they encounter a Hells Angel, you've got to expect some kind of flack. And it can spark over anything, really. I mean, it's what's considered disrespect to another club.
Chino Valley has returned to being the sleepy little community of about 10,000 people that it was before this confrontation. If you'd like to know more about Valley author Carrie Drobin and her book, Running with the Devil, go to myfoxphoenix.com and check on the As Seen on TV section.